Hi everybody. Today is going to be a get ready with me, and I've already put on my moisturizer. I've done my peptide under my eyes, and I have used my primer, which today was the Mally primer, and you know I love that. I've shown you that one before. I really love this Mally primer. So I'm going to start now with my foundation. And for today, I'm going to be using the Doll 10 foundation. This is a hydrogel foundation. This one's almost gone, actually. I really love it. You get nice coverage without using a whole heck of a lot, so it really works very well. I'm just going to put some of it on here. That's enough for my whole face. And I'm going to just put a couple of dots of it on my cheeks. Dot here, dot here. It goes a very long way, this gel foundation, and I love it. Okay, that gives me a good start. And then I take, for me, for foundation, if I'm not using the ones from Miraness that have their own puff or whatever, this is my go-to, my Doll 10 rotating brush. I wouldn't be without it. I have two of them. Okay, so all I do, and this is really quick application, and it makes for a really smooth, perfect finish. It really does give me a flawless finish to my face. So easy, and the thing that makes it really great is even if you make a mistake with too much blush or something like that, this is so good for fixing that. I'll show you later when I put it on. And again, you saw how very little I used, and it does my entire face. You kind of have to learn how to use this when you first get it, because in the beginning my hair got into it, still does occasionally a little bit, and you have to close your eyes when you're going in that area just to make sure you don't have any problems. Okay. What I'm going to do now is, I think what I'll do is to show you again with that Miraness how the two different products work. This is that stick up that I've shown you before, and this has the three colors in it. It has the contour, it has the highlight, and it has the concealer. So I'll use that on my left cheek, and I will just put the contour just at the bottom of my cheekbone where I can feel the end of my cheekbone, and I just apply it this way. You can see it. And what I do then is I will put it down here. I will put it here. I will put some up here. So it will do the contouring for me. And I use just a little bit of it to contour my nose. When contouring the nose, it's funny, I was watching Beth's video earlier, and when contouring the nose, a little goes a long way, so little is better. You definitely don't want to have dark brown stripes when you walk out into the real world. Okay, that'll give me that contour. I am not doing it on my other cheek because I'm going to show you the other product for my other cheek. Then I'm going to take the brush that I bought with it, and again, the way I use it, and I could be dead wrong, maybe it's supposed to be the other way, but I do it this way because it fits the contour of my face. And I just go up and blend out the colors that way. So it gives me the line for my Let me just get another brush to give this a little bit more. Wait a minute. I don't want to use that one. I need that for something else. Let me do this one where I'm going to blend it out just a little bit here. Okay. Again, this is what I'm going to do with this and here. And so again, it's giving you the contour and it's giving you the highlight all at the same time. So it gives you the nice shape. I really like it on my jowls because as you get older and those jowls start to fall, it really helps a lot to be able to camouflage that just a little bit. So there you go. And I think it gives a nice line on this. I really like the line. I think you can see, you'll see it better when I put the rest of the makeup on. On my other cheek, I'm going to do the other product that I had gotten from Mirenesse, and that was, what do they call it? It's the Collagen 10 Cushion Custom Color Face Glow. This is it. Okay. And no, I just don't typically put it on. They do give you a puff. Not my favorite means of application. I'm going to take the other side of this dual-sided brush, and this is what it looks like inside. So you have the dark side and you have the highlight side. I'm going to dip my brush into the dark to get a little bit of the product on, and I'm going to create a line for myself on this side. Can you see it there? And I'm going to blend that out. I like both of these products a lot, to be honest with you. I don't have great light in here today. Unfortunately, it's a dismal day, so if I'm not getting this 100% right, forgive me. It's all right. This I'm going to do with my finger. Let me do a little bit on here, and let me just do this to bring this up. This is the light part, and then I will work it out with this brush. Okay. It really gives me a very nice finish to my face. Okay, then I am going to take a little bit of blush and, okay, actually let me show this to you. With the Becca, you know I love this one. I use this all the time. I've shown you this before. It's the Beach Tint. The light's not great in here today. It's the Shimmer Souffle, and I really like it a lot. It's very cushiony. You don't use a lot of it. You don't need a lot of it, but I'm going to purposely put a little bit too much on here so that I have kind of a streak, and I did that just to show you what happens when I use this brush. Just a little bit with this brush will give me the perfect amount of the blusher. So that works really well. Take a little bit on this side and just do that. And again, I'm going to buff it out. Okay, I can't believe this is getting so long already. Okay. Then I'm going to take care of those pesky under eyes. I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape, which is my go-to for this. And the way I found that works the best for me is just to put a little bit. And then I use this brush to apply it so I get really good coverage in here. Now it's interesting because I never before used any kind of powder, even though it's been recommended by the gurus always. But I found before I started to do my makeup this way, and before I started to use the Mirenesse the Miraness foundations that don't allow anything to get into the creases, I really had a problem with it, and it was creasing like crazy, and it made me look even older. So it just made no sense to me to do it that way. I'm going to take a little bit excess here and just put it on my nose to highlight the center of my nose. And then what I'm going to do is just with my fingers, I don't have the Beauty Blender in here with me right now, just like so, I will tap it in place to bring that all the way. Okay, so you have that done, and then I make sure that there's nothing in the creases before I go in with my powder. And I finally found a powder that works for me, and I know a lot of people have recommended ones that work extremely well for them. I have not tried them, but I did get this one from Miraness when I got my other things. It's called Studio Magic. It's Magic BB Pore Powder, and I'm really happy with the way it works. So it's a very finely milled powder. I'm going to put it on this brush, tap off all the excess, and just apply it right under my eyes. Just taking away that shine. Now, I have not tried baking with the powder, and I certainly am willing to do that, but I haven't done it yet. So I'm just going to take the excess off now. And there you go for that. The next step for me is to do my highlighter, and I'm using the Becca. This is the Opal, it's Glow on the Go, and I've shown you this one before as well. So this has a really nice little bit of shimmer. And I will use this brush to put it on. And right here, I just go right up the cheek. Now, when I have used the powder, it definitely has an impact on the way that this goes on. And it's not the same amount of shine that I would get when I don't powder it. So it definitely makes a difference. And I love when I have that bit of strobing kind of highlight, because I think it just gives me that glow that makes the skin look a little bit younger than it is. The interesting thing is, for me, and again, let me just get this done for you. You can see how that's working. I will do here. I also do it right on my chin because, as my dentist mentioned, I have an inferior jaw on the bottom. So to bring it forward a little bit, and again, I do it down the bridge of my nose and on the tips, very, very little, just to give it that little bit of glow, which the camera loves. I also put a tiny bit on my nostrils because since I started to do the contouring of my nose, I find that it makes a difference for me. I really like it. I'm not going to do as much as I typically would at this point, but that's it. I also didn't sleep well last night, so I can see that my bags are looking not so terrific today. Okay,